Hello and welcome. You're watching the Friday edition of This is Exclusive with me, Shavan Sen. Tonight on This is Exclusive, I come to you with three special stories, starting with a ground report coming in from Kabul, as the foreign minister says that they've spent the entire night searching for a damage, but nothing was found. That's the reality of an airstrike that has been carried out by the Pakistanis. A ground report straight from Kabul in a short while from now on. But up first, let me take you through the headlines we are tracking at this hour. Afghan Foreign Minister Amir Muttaqi mocks Pakistan's strike on Kabul, says searched all night but did not find any damage. Republic tracks developments in Kabul, only channel to be live from Afghanistan as Pakistan escalates offensive. The attack, Imran's move to replace ministers rattles Shehbaz Sharif government. White House releases statement on peace prize, says committee panel prioritize politics over peace. Well, before I take you through the special stories lined up on This is Exclusive, some breaking news now coming in as far as the Bihar elections are concerned. We're given to understand that BJP's Central Election Committee meeting on Bihar has been scheduled for 13th of October. That's the latest now coming in. All leaders from the Bharatiya Janata Party are expected to be landing here in Delhi tomorrow. The state central leadership joint meeting will be taking place tomorrow. In fact, this comes at a time when NDA as a grouping have essentially indicated that the seat sharing talks have been finalized. In fact, Chirag Paswan, who spoke to the media earlier today, said that everything is on track. Remember, there were certain pulls coming in from Jitin Manji as well as Chirag Paswan, but the NDA has now essentially indicated that the seat sharing is on track. The state central leadership, as far as the BJP is concerned, would be meeting tomorrow on 13th of October with all these leaders from the Bharatiya Janata Party would be landing in Delhi tomorrow. Let me quickly go across to our senior editor Prakash, who's joining us on this broadcast. There was a tug of war, Prakash, as far as the NDA is concerned. Is there some challenges that the BJP essentially faces right now ahead of the CEC?
Not much, because the issue has been sorted out and amicably between all the NDA allies, and very soon they would be announcing all the seat sharing arrangement for respective parties tomorrow, most likely in Delhi. And tomorrow, the small core group of the Bihar BJP will be meeting Amit Shah as well as JP Nadda and formalizing the candidates for the BJP as well. And thereafter, the Central Parliamentary Board also meets on 12th. And most likely, the candidate's name would be announced.
Well, thank you very much, Prakash, for getting us the latest details. We'll be tracking very closely. The CEC is now slated for tomorrow. Well, the Pakistan Air Force launched airstrikes on Afghan soil, striking targets in the heart of Kabul and other regions of Afghanistan. Now, this isn't just another border skirmish that we're looking at, but this is a direct assault by the Pakistanis on a sovereign capital, with Islamabad openly admitting that these strikes are a retaliation. Retaliation, they say, for the killing of 11 Pakistani soldiers. But behind the smokescreen of counter-terror rhetoric is a larger, far more complex game, one that could actually spiral into a regional conflict. Ladies and gentlemen, as far as Pakistanis are concerned, 53% of Pakistan seems to be now out of control, if you take into consideration Khyber Pakhtunkhwa as well as Balochistan. It seems for the domestic audience, particularly in Punjab, these strikes have been carried out. Interestingly, the response that came in from the Taliban was this, that they've spent the whole night searching, but they found no damage. First, take a look at this report, and then we're going to take you through the latest developments in Kabul and also in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa.
It's official. Pakistan has bombed Kabul. In a stunning escalation, Pakistan's Air Force launched multiple airstrikes on Afghanistan's capital. Islamabad claims it targeted Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan hideouts. But the visuals on the ground tell a different story. Shattered homes, burned out markets, and terrified civilians. No casualties confirmed yet, but the damage is widespread.
We have reported and get some pictures from Kabul and Pakistan district. We saw some damages in the place of attacks. The Pakistan medias and army said that they attacked TTP leader at Kabul, but Taliban officials and all are rejected yet. And now, and they said we started an investigation, but we didn't have any thing that we have to confirm that it was the attack on Taliban leaders. But they targeted civilian places, that it's Black Square, and also they that you see in the pictures, they targeted civilian places in Pakistan district that destroyed more than 10 shops, and maybe it have casualties.
These strikes come on a day when Afghan Foreign Minister Amir Muttaqi landed in New Delhi. The strikes hit northern and central Kabul. This marked Pakistan's first direct assault on the Afghan capital since the Taliban takeover in 2021. Explosions rocked the city just hours after Pakistan's Defence Minister Khwaja Asif made his explosive remarks in Parliament.
जिस मुल्क से, जिस सरजमीन से उनको फायदा मिल रहा है, उस मुल्क के साथ दुश्मनी कर रहे हैं। सर, ये अब बर्दाश्त नहीं होगा। हमें यकसू होके मिनहसुल कौम जो है जवाब देना पड़ेगा इन लोगों को जो उनको पनाहगाहें मुयस्सर करते हैं, चाहे वो हमारी सरजमीन पे हैं या वो अफगानिस्तान की सरजमीन के ऊपर है।
Asif declared, saying that collateral damage may happen as Islamabad will target those who attack Pakistan. It was soon after his statement that the first strike was launched. This is Pakistan's state-sponsored terrorism beyond its borders. Islamabad claims it as retaliation. Pakistan says it was a direct response to the Orakzai ambush that killed 11 Pakistani soldiers earlier this week. Sources suggest the airstrikes were aimed at TTP chief Noor Wali Mahsood, though an unverified audio message claims he escaped unhurt.
مجاهدینو ته السلام علیکم ورحمت الله وبرکاته. مجاهدینو برونو سلام په تفاهم وړاندې کولو بعد تاسو ته زه د اطمینان درکوم چې نن د ربیع الثاني 14 تاریخ ته او 9 اکتوبر د جمعرات ورځ تیر شوې ده، د جمعې شپه ده. الحمدلله مشترک تخیر او خیرت ته د غچکونو په پیغام په میډیا باندې خلک یې د غټول به ځای دي د موټر والا هم او نور هم د ټول الحمدلله مش په خپل خوره قبایلی سیمه کې ژوند کوو، هیڅ مشکل نشته ده او الحمدلله په خیر او خیرت سره تاسو خپل جهاد ته ادامه ورکړئ. بس په دې کې موږ تاسو د دنیا د آخرت ګټه او نجات او کامیابی ده.
The Taliban regime has called the airstrike a declaration of war. Spokesperson Zabihullah Mujahid confirmed the blast and warned of retaliatory suicide attacks inside Pakistan. The timing couldn't be more provocative. As Taliban's acting foreign minister Amir Khan Muttaqi meets Indian officials in the national capital, Pakistan is bombing Kabul, accusing it of siding it with India. What Islamabad calls counter-terrorism, Kabul calls state-sponsored terrorism. In fact, India and Afghanistan have also shared a pledge. The two nations have vowed a joint fight against cross-border terrorism. Pakistan's so-called fight against terror has turned into a full-blown act of war. A dangerous new flashpoint in South Asia, Pakistan versus Taliban, Islamabad versus Kabul, and a region on the edge of collapse.
Well, getting at some more breaking news coming in from Pakistan, where at least 11 Pakistani soldiers have been killed in an attack that was carried out by the Pakistani Taliban on Hyder Khando military post. This is in Tira Valley. Remember, this is the second such attack that has taken place inside Tira Valley, another place where Pakistan has suffered major losses. In Khyber Pakhtunkhwa itself, we are looking at over 20 Pakistani soldiers who have been killed. Assault that has been carried out by the TTP. Now, what we are being told, these are the latest images that we've just got into our newsroom a short while back from our sources. This is the attack that was carried out, where we are being told that 11 Pakistani soldiers have lost their lives. We are looking at over a dozen soldiers who have been realigned in these very areas, and they've actually lost several of their posts where they've been guarding for quite some time. In fact, the TTP has taken claim for the attack that was carried out. Let me go across to my colleague Hasmat, who's joining us from Kabul, while I'll be staying with those images coming in from Tira Valley. First to you, Hasmat, with regards to the attack that was carried out late last night in Kabul, multiple explosions were reported. The foreign minister here in Delhi said they've spent the whole night searching, but they found no damage. Give us a sense. What's really happening on the ground? How exactly was this a failed mission of the Pakistanis? Hashmat, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening to all. As you know, that last night, Pakistani attack bombed Kabul and Pakistan-Barmal district. Just a few minutes before, Afghanistan Defense Ministry have a press release, and Afghan acting Defense Minister Mullah Yaqub have been said that reacted to this bombing and air attack of Pakistan, and he said there's all responsibility after that it will be everything that is happening in Afghanistan, the all responsibility will be by Pakistan. And I think as we know, he said that Afghanistan will be react on this action.
Just a quick question before I let you go, Hashmat. You're saying that the Afghan Foreign Ministry has just put out a statement a short while back. But in terms of what they say was a thorough investigation that would have been carried out, have they said anything with regards to the TTP? Any word on the TTP coming in from the Taliban?
Sir, as you know, I'm walking next to the place of air attacks that last night Pakistan have been bombed here. I'm walking just next in this place, but security forces didn't let us to go to the place of air attacks. But as I asked from the people in the place, they said maybe 2 or 3 persons have been killed in this air strike, but they didn't know who was that. That's not confirmed yet that this person that have been killed in this air strike that's belong to PTP or they are civilians. But unfortunately, some of the people that they are in the place, they said this attack has been damaged a lot of shops, trees in the roadsides at the Abdul Haq Square.
Well, thank you very much, Hashmat, for getting us the latest details. Ladies and gentlemen, an American national, James Watson, is now at the center of a religious conversion case that has been registered in Maharashtra. Now, arrested and booked under serious charges, including sections of the BNS and the Foreigners Act, Watson stands targeting Adivasis. In fact, Republic's investigation that has been carried out basically indicates the following, that it is just not limited to the state of Maharashtra, but Watson has visited multiple states. And not just that, what the investigation has revealed is that outside India, he's traveled to countries like China as well as Bangladesh. We're going to put out the details in a short while from now. We've also spoken to those who were targeted by James Watson, and it turns out that there is a pattern, and the pattern essentially being that it was only the Adivasis, the gullible, who were basically targeted by the US national. Take a look at this report.
This is United States citizen James Watson, son of a retired United States Navy officer living in India on business visa. According to an FIR, Watson and two locals allegedly gathered 30 to 35 villages, telling them that Hindu faith was blind, promising healing through Jesus.
आपने कंप्लेन किया है ये जेम्स वाटसन और 2-3 जन के खिलाफ, तो आपको क्या लगता है यहाँ पे आके गांव वाले खुद बोल रहे हैं कि वो प्रेयर करता था, किस उद्देश्य से वो यहाँ पे आता था और ये जेसस का प्रेयर करता था गांव वालों को लेके?
तो अभी वो जेसस का मतलब प्रेयर कर रहा था, तो उसका उद्देश्य मतलब रहेगा वो कि अपना क्रिश्चियन धर्म में मुझे अपना क्रिश्चियन धर्म अपना, इसलिए वो उनको प्रेयर कर रहा था। वो मतलब गलत तो हो रहा है, इसलिए मेरे को मतलब ऐसा लगा कि उनको कंप्लेंट उनका करना ही चाहिए।
तो आपने लिखा, आपने मेंशन भी किया, FIR कॉपी में भी है कि आपने आके उस दिन क्या देखा?
उस दिन मैंने देखा कि मतलब गांव में, अपना भविष्य गांव में मोनोज को ला के उधर घर, वो फॉरेनर जेम्स वाटसन करके वो आया था और कुछ उसकी गाड़ी में किताबें लेके आया था, मतलब बाइबल जैसा जो लेके आया था। वो पढ़कर उनको मतलब सब बता रहा था कि मतलब हिंदू देवी देवता बुरे हैं, वो देवता नहीं है, खाली अपना यीशु भगवान ही है। वो क्रिश्चियन धर्म में आ जाओगे तो हमारा कुछ मतलब आजार कुछ रहेगा, वो सब पूरा ठीक हो जाएगा।
And while investigators look for the funding trail, Republic confronted the Watson family.
Well, I want to talk to you actually for this news of James, the false news. Yes. Yeah. Can you please give me 3 minutes? Absolutely. Who are you? We are coming from national channel. It's called Republic TV.
Hello.
So,
Please don't bother our neighbors.
No, I was just asking you. I raised your
Yes,
bell.
I'm out. Oh, sorry, I'm out.
So we want
Hello.
to
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Hello.
your version, your view.
No, our
Hello.
version
Hello.
will come out in court. I'll say no comment, but false allegations. But please don't bother. We barely, they don't.
Hello.
You are saying here all are false.
हाँ बोलो
Everything is false.
No comment. Look, we have
mummy.
our attorneys, and our case will be in the
mummy.
court.
Republic has now spoken to an eyewitness. This is Ram Morga, the man in whose house Watson took shelter.
हाँ 1 2 3 4 बार आया था। हाँ मेहमान बन के।
क्या करता था?
कुछ नहीं, वो हमारे साथ खाना पीना खा के जाता था। उस दिन भी हम लोग ने खाना बनाया था सबके लिए, जितने भी हम लोग मतलब हम विश्वास करते हैं, सब जन इकट्ठा हुए थे और खाना बनाया था। और खाना खाने के बाद वो जाने वाले थे। दोपहर के 12:30-1 बजे के टाइम पे उनको लेके गए ना वो लोग।
कैसे पहचान हुआ उससे?
मतलब ऐसे वो गांव में कभी कभी घूमने आते, उनको इधर घूमना, खेड़े गांव में घूमने के लिए अच्छा लगता है। वो आते हैं तो हर बार आते हैं तो वो सबको मिलने के लिए आते हैं।
The mastermind of a massive conversion racket whose tentacles extended beyond Palghar and Bhiwandi. Is there a bigger plot?
Well, there are more details that we have got. Our investigating team in Bhiwandi has found out that James Watson was actually associated with the Abide Baptist Foundation. He has visited India 26 to 27 times. The period is not known. In fact, what is documented is that he was in India before the pandemic, and then after the pandemic he had come in. First it was a tourist visa, then it was followed up by a business visa. But it turns out, let's put that out, the numbers we need to put this out. He's actually visited India 26 to 27 times. I'll go back with the breaking plates right now. investigators have identified 2 of his bank accounts which are basically currently under scrutiny. Not only in India, he visited China, Malaysia and Bangladesh multiple times. That's the breaking news now coming in. Details with regards to his travels. US national James Watson had also traveled to China, Malaysia and Bangladesh multiple times. To India, about 26 to 27 times that he has actually traveled to India. It is a clear indication that he has spent a considerable amount of time here in India. Watson reportedly claimed to be working for at least 3 different companies. Now, however, during the probe, representatives of these firms denied any association with him. So there are multiple discrepancies in this entire claim that has been made by Watson. In fact, it turns out that the name that he goes by and the name that is on his passport are different. That has also raised concerns, and it turns out that they are also looking at other details right now. Well, that's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. Coming up, trending with my colleague Akshay.